I get the mic going. All right, we are back at it again with a 4-pack opening. Do 2 turtles, a Lorwyn Eclipsed, and a Phyrexia. And let's get it going. All right, we will do... No, let's start with Phyrexia, turtles, Lorwyn, turtles. Phyrexia is one of my favorite sets. I just like the aesthetic. I think it looks cool. Let's get these in order. There we go. All right. We are starting with Prologue to Phyresis. Throw of Possibility. Rustvine Cultivator. Adaptive Spore Singer. Forge Hammer Centurion. Infectious Bite. Feed the Infection. Oh, lots of infection stuff going on. Viral Spawning. Sinew Dancer. Razor Verge Thicket. Land Razor Verge Thicket enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or few other lands. Add a green or a white. 2 or few other lands. You want to pull that early. Alright. Put the rares and mythics off to the side. Compare at the end. Check the market prices. Bring the Ending. And an ad card. And a Phyrexian token creature. Another one of the special lands. I really like the art on these. And then the gold etched art card. That is Maze's Mantle. That's it for the Phyrexia pack. On to Turtles pack number 1. See if we can pull that Dark Leo that I've been chasing after that my buddy pulled on the last stream. If you haven't checked out, he opened up a couple turtle packs. I did a couple packs, and then he did a collector's edition. So feel free to go ahead and check that one out. It's pretty good. All right, we've got Nobody. Punk Frogs, April O'Neil, Konichi Trainee, Buzzbots, let's see here, Oroku Sakai, Shredder Rising, Mutant Town Musicians, Rocksteady Crash Courser, Featherbrained Filcher, Dream Beavers, much like Dream Weaver, but with beavers, I guess. Shredder's Armor. Raphael, Tough Turtle. Come on, Dark Leo. Savanti Romero, Times Exile. I have not seen that card. Legendary Creature, Demon Wizard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Savanti Romero. Then you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of counters on Savanti Romero. That's interesting. Not heard of that one. When I am done, there will be no evidence that you ever existed. Alright, Mutant Town Musicians again, but this time in foil. And then Foot Headquarters and a Mutagen. Mutagen Robot. Alright, let's go on to Lorwyn Eclipsed. It hasn't been my favorite set, but this box has been good to me. Pulled some of the big hitters out of it, so no real complaints. All right, we've got Chaos Spewer, Wild Unraveling, a Liminal Hold, Feed the Flames, Anti-Sentence, Crossroads Watcher, Unforgiving Aim, Burden Stoneback. That's cool. I haven't seen that one yet. Morkant's Eyes. I think there's multiple. I know there's Mummy Morkant. That's the legendary creature. And then there's Morkant's Eyes. I feel like there's like in Morkant's legs or ears maybe as well. Unless I'm mistaken, but I feel like there are. Nameless Inversion. Impolite Entrance. And Scuzzback Scrounger, creature Goblin Warrior. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may blight 1. If you do, create a treasure token. The only metal polish he uses is blood. Nice. Love the flavor text. Aquatics Defenses. It's a foil. Whoa, I really like that mountain card. I want to get that in foil. Merfolk, and that is it. So Merfolk, sorry, and Shapeshifter. All right, on to the final pack. Turtles, still searching for that Dark Leo. I already pulled the Super Shredder and Cool but Rude. Actually pulled that card twice. So this box has also been very good to me, but I really want that Dark Leo. Which, can't be upset at my buddy for pulling it, but man was I jealous. Alright, we've got Make Your Move, Stockman Mad Flyentist, Squirrelinoids, Purple Dragon Punks, Slithering Cryptid, Action News Crew, Surveillance Cam, oh, it's always a tongue twister to say, Metalhead, Hard One Jeet, Jenica Bad Apple Big Sister, and Turtles Forever. Search your library, and or I love the art for this, as all the different types of the 90s, the old comic, the movie. All right, search your library and / or outside the game for exactly 4 legendary creature cards you own with different names, then reveal those cards. An opponent chooses 2 of them, put the chosen cards into your hand, and shuffle the rest into your library. Ooh, nice. One of the special arts. Also rare Krang and Shedder. Don't have this one, so that's actually, I didn't have either of these, so that's very positive. I'd love to see that. Whenever Krang and Shedder enter or attack, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Disappear at the beginning of your end step if permanent left the battlefield under your control. This turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shedder without paying its mana cost. Oh, dang. And then a Mythic Boil. What a pack. Raphael Ninja Destroyer. Raphael must be blocked if able. Enrage whenever Raphael is dealt damage. Add that much red mana until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Dang, that was quite the final pack. Alright, we got a Swamp, a Mutagen, and a Mutant. Alright, let's check out the market for these. We'll go by set. So we'll do Phyrexia and Lorwyn first, and then we'll go through the 4 turtles at the end. So we'll start with Razor Verge Thicket. Get the app pulled up. What's that? Razor Verge Thicket. That is a 45-cent card, so nothing crazy there. Let's see, where did I put my Phyrexia card pile at? There it is. Mixing up my cards. Got to keep those separated. Next we'll do Scuzzback Scrounger. Let's see, that is a 41-cent card. So again, nothing crazy. We'll move on to Savanti Romero times Exile. It's interesting. I thought I've seen the majority, at least the majority of the rares from the turtle set, but I had not seen this one. Savanti Romero times Exile is a 34-cent card. So nothing crazy there. It's probably why I hadn't heard about it. And then we will move on to Turtles Forever, which I really love that art. The different versions from across the years. Also makes me feel a little old since I recognize all of them. Grew up with that 90s Raphael. All right, Turtles Forever is a 38-cent card, so nothing crazy on that one. Still probably one of my more favorite cards just for the art. And then we'll do Krang and Shredder, which I think I've already pulled this, just not in this showcase art or whatever you want to call the type of art it is. Alright, Krang and Shredder, borderless. So it's considered borderless, even though it's like a whole different art, but okay. That is a $3.25 card. So as of right now, that is taking the lead for the night. Last but not least, the Foil Raphael Ninja Destroyer Mythic. It's a very pretty looking card. Ninja Destroyer. There's too many Raphaels. Let's see here. It'll take a second to load because I have to change it to the foil version. Regular version's $1.81. We'll see. Sometimes the foil version will bring that up. Sometimes it'll bring it down. It's $2.05. So the Krang and Shredder is the big hit of the night, followed closely by Raphael Ninja Destroyer. So another night of Magic card pulls is always a success. So till next time, check y'all later.